Okay, kids, so you've already learned about 1 point perspective, which you did in the packet with the city last time we had an art class together. And you used a ruler and you connected lines to a dot. Um, so today you're going to do a little mini activity about something called atmospheric perspective. And that is illustrated in this picture I have on my phone. Sorry if it keeps dimming. So if you look at this picture, you'll notice that the stuff that is really close is super detailed and dark. And as the mountains get further and further and further away, they get lighter and lighter as they go up the picture. Now this thing is called a landscape. A landscape is a painting or a picture of an outdoor scene. Okay, and most landscapes will use atmospheric perspective to show distance and things that are far away. Now, if you look at this, that mountain that's all the way in the background, there is a reason that it is so much lighter colored and less detailed. One, because our eyes can't see details really, really far away. And two, because there's stuff in the air, such as dust or pollen or even pollution, okay? Things that are really far away, the air kind of makes them blurry and lighter colored. And we can't see anything about them except their outline. All right? So that is one of the biggest things about atmospheric perspective. Again, because of the particles in the air, we're getting into a little bit of science here, that's why these things get less and less detailed and more blurry or lighter as they go away from us. So we're just going to do a little mini picture like this, and I'm going to kind of walk you through how to do it. So you will need 1 or 2 colored pencils of the same color, okay, because you're going to be using them over and over. You don't want to have to sharpen them constantly. So I've selected blue for my picture. And what you're going to do first is you're going to take your colored pencil and you're going to push real hard and make a lumpy bumpy line coming off the side of the paper. And then you're going to color all of this in super dark. Yes, it's a bit of a pain, but try and cover up the white paper completely. So feel free to pause the video and do this part. Try and get all those little white spaces filled in. I know it cramps up your fingers and your wrist. Okay, so as you can see, I've pretty much used up my colored pencil already. That's why it's good to have 2 of the same color laying around. Next up, we are going to add something else down at the bottom. Now, in this picture, the bottom part is called the foreground. Okay, it's at the bottom of the picture. It's all the stuff that is closest to us. And we're just going to add the top of a pine tree, kind of like a Christmas tree. And to do that, you're just going to make little curvy lines, pushing hard because it's in the foreground and matches this part. Little curvy lines that get a little bit longer as you go down the tree, like this. Okay, so that's step number 2. Step number 3, now you're going to make your next mountain or hill. Draw yourself a line. Do not push as hard. Okay? And then take the pencil, and I turn mine on my side because it makes it go faster. And you're going to push kind of hard, but not as hard as you did here. Trying to keep this all nice and even so we don't see any scribble marks. I like to go 2 different directions with my pencil to fill it in evenly. Okay, so now I've got my second hill. Now we're going to add our third one. Our third one is going to be even lighter. Same thing applies. Take your pencil, and this time this hill is going to be a little bit lighter than the last one. You can already start to see that illusion of distance and space as these things get further and further away. We're going to add one more to this. We're just going to do a little one kind of right here, and that one's going to be as light as you possibly can make it. My pencil is barely touching the paper. And there you have it. And that's your activity for the first part of today. Once you are finished, write your name on the back. And put it into your folder at your table. And go onto your Google Classroom and look for your emoji crowds instructions. That's the next project.